How you doing, everybody? Blazing Snake here, coming at you live with more Outer Worlds. I know I said I'd be recording today, but I don't know. I think because I've been doing like 2 hours. I've been noticing what I've been doing with this game on YouTube. I've actually been surprised to getting 2 hours of stuff for this game, and I've been actually been doing pretty well, I should say. I think my I want to say my muse thing is kind of high for this game, so to speak.
Battery levels. Thank you. Sell.
I'm gonna stop pulling out my
I can't
gun.
believe Miss Helen's gone. I used to watch Helen's serials. She'd fall into mortal peril every couple episodes, but... breathtaking. Eridanos and Olympus are the two biggest planets in Halcyon. King and Queen of the Sky. Eridanos is 100 times the mass of Terra 2, 800 times the volume, 10 times the diameter. We're flying through the tiniest... Sometimes I can't believe how small my world used to be. Yeah.
Good luck, Captain.
And you think Space's Choice was bad with their thing. This one I actually did play. I don't know why I never played Terror on Gorgon, like I said, I know I played this one. I think I started Terror on Gorgon, but then I got like kind of meh out. But also the reason why I'm streaming this instead of Elden Ring is that I'm currently getting that patched right now, and I don't know what it is about SSD drives, but downloads for that shit is just slow as all hell. Should've just got Elden Ring for PS4 and played it on there. Which I might actually do, so...
Watch out. This place is half sublight thugs and half top runners on vacation. Both are dangerous.
I kinda figured.
Hello there. Hope your atmospheric entry wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we... I'm the Grand Colonial Head, Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags. I'll say. There's nary a soul here who wasn't a fan of hers in some respect. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think...
He did it.
We should ask if they're comping the minibar.
I like where your head's at.
Folks get heated when it comes to Seer. Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success. Actually, Helen didn't do anything like that. She was just so stellar in her role. She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't... I imagine the admin briefed you about Helen's part in the Spectrum Brown unveiling. Too bad about the postponement. Not so terrible as... I do. Rizzo's happened to rent out the Grand Colonial Ballroom from Slug for the unveiling. But the murder's gone. Anyway, I think I've... you're making fun, right? You're still giving me a pretty blank look. Well, anyhow, I'll look for you.
My ear. I could have sworn you just said we aren't allowed to depart.
Greetings, Inspector. No need to check in here. Your paperwork has all been processed. You should be able to find the Colonial right ahead.
I've been starting to play a little game as we travel. You might be a top runger if your hotel is taller than the highest mountain on Monarch.
Things like this.
It really is a terrible shame. I absolutely adored her cereals.
I almost can't imagine someone wretched enough to do such a thing.
The same thing, so what the hell?
I've always wondered what that mascot's got in his hands. What's... I'll bet you 10 bits this is all just some sort of publicity stunt.
Black Hole Bertie's disappeared, you know. That poor fellow must be inconsolable.
We're all part of the Rizzo's family.
Oh, thank the law. You don't... Constable Maria Keene. It's...
Dr. Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on. Are we finished? An extraordinary contraption.
Our coroner has developed a device which may...
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound... Behold, my discrepancy I work with the materials to which I have... The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our... Then it renders any discrepancies... Yes. It's a magnifying glass.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology. You'll want to peer into the...
The discrepancy amplifier is now operational. Greetings. This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon. The discrepancy amplifier has been programmed with advanced speech recognition, scientific analysis.
Oh, you'll love this.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier...
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This footprint stands out from the normal... Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants. Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about... It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt. Excellent observation, Inspector. The following compounds have been detected. Purple grass, fertilizer, and this deduction of...
Good work, Inspector. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now.
Don't mind us, folks. Normal inspectors doing normal inspector things.
I knew I should have gotten her autograph when I had the chance.
I just
Staring
dabbed.
at her won't bring her back, folks.
Kind of dabbed.
Well,
Can you stop being a dick?
I'm sorry, sir. Oh, you're the special Ah, yes. We are most pleased. The last guest left her belongings behind when she Simply call the elevator. My apologies. All right. About whom? You know, I'm not much of an atheist. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers. Everyone wanted to be around him. Ah, Bertie. Is he bigger than... Bertie used to be Helen's beau. If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. See, I'd bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get... Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checked. That's a shame. A dashing gunslinger type, then. I'm sure the investigation will...
Steam just went off on me. Son of a bitch.
Hello there, my inordinately esteemed guest. What? Next stop.
Of course, also the first time I did this, I used the guide because I was stupid.
Inspector, I understand you've visited Halcyon Helen. I will be plain with you. I'd prefer not having to hire you at all. This matter should be resolved by Rizzo's security, but Constable Keene encouraged us to hire a third-party freelancer. Right. I see. Well, back to the matter at hand. Your discretion is appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more Here, I'm granting you... There is one caveat. Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. I agree with the sentiment behind your snide remark. You have a lead to check.
So this is what a clean room smells like.
There's no room service, right? Just asking.
Sam's Special Inspector add-on includes a magnifying glass to sleuth out the germs and parasites that other cleaning products leave behind.
I do love all the wall space. So much room for trophies.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun.
Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Lowell, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for... Helen, I love you. I love you so much.
Yeah, you gotta read every detail being detective. Shit. I'm sorry about that. I had a phone call.
Hi there, Inspector. It might be a little bit... Ah, someone focused on their work. I can absolutely... Now, I'd love... To the lobby.
Sorry, the person on the phone call tends to aggravate me. I'm not saying who or whatnot. I'm just saying we basically have somebody who's about to pass away soon, and this certain somebody wants me to take off work in order to go see them. But work being what it is, it's kind of difficult to take off on a short moment notice, especially since I already took off a while, not a long while back, but a while back to where I don't know if they'll let me take off again. It's getting to a point where it's kind of going to be where I'm going to have to say I won't be able to do that. I forgot about that.
Bring you up by your guts! Don't touch it!
They're in my sight. You get blood on my clothes.
Salvage is here! Dump the body! Law was supposed to be watching the wilderness checkpoint!
They brought Raptidons here too. I appreciate the effort to make me feel at home, but you top rungers are fucking stupid.
Holy shit.
We're in the middle of a lockdown. No one's supposed to be coming or going. And when I can't get a hold of anyone, swear to the architect, Matthias, if you've lost your rifle's ionization... Tightly wound? Tightly wound? Damn right, I'm fine. I'm going to my comm place. On behalf of Slug, I'd like to apologize for that outbreak. Between the landing pad, lockdowns, gate closures, and constant... I wish. Matthias is about as useful as a man to... Wouldn't give a damn if he were lost. If you're serious, I'd appreciate... The missing crew member's Evan O'Connell. He's one of about 2 Slug agents I can trust with more complex tasks than stand here and look friendly type. Well-behaved, followed orders. Anyone else, I'd think they got drunk and fell... He was last stationed at the Wilderness checkpoint. I'd search there first.
Yeah, well, I gotta go this way anyway, so... If anybody's wondering, I'm eating a half cheese, half spinach pizza from Domino's. The only other topping I've ever had on pizza was pepperoni, but I wanted to try the spinach since I actually do like spinach. More or less pissed off.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The garb on this security guard identifies him as a member of the Rizzo's Corporation. His rank would have been that of Jawbreaker or higher. This security guard has experienced premature expiration.
Rest in peace.
I'm gonna swap that back out for an auto. Welcome to the stream.
Maybe I could hold up my end if your people weren't sabotaging my operations. And if sabotaging the orchards weren't enough, you had to make it personal.
Hold that asinine thought. Who is this armed stranger who just wandered into your office?
What the hell are you talking about? I think it's mightily more likely that he's under your payroll.
I see. Congratulations, Hathaway. Not everyone's abandoned.
Well, shame that you're trying to change. Anyway, sorry for the heated reception, stranger. There's just... Name's Overseeing Orchardist Hathaway, and I'm in charge of these orchards. Though it seems like certain groups, which will... Looks like I'm stuck playing the part of customer service rep. Yeah, I saw her. Tried to flag her down for an autograph, but to no avail. Ran right by me. No idea where she was heading. Seemed like she had a lot on her mind. Yeah. Just another woe to add to the pile. In the past, the orchard subcontracted security work from Slug. You know, keep the malcontents on staff from... But between the Spectrum Brown unveiling demanding all of our resources and the recent uptick in worker accident... And, of course, Slug has decided that instead of being...
Look at the poor Rizzo's manager, lying about Sublight to make himself feel better. Shame.
Look, at the end of the day, it's obvious that Slug is sap... Thank the Lord. You hear that, lapdog? Truth?
While I'm sure you'd love to have a scapegoat on whom you can pin your own incompetence, I'm sorry you had to come in on such a brusque...
Especially not...
All right, it seems I need to say it yet again. We're not stomping upon your purple berries or knocking your workers off the planetoid.
And I want you to stop setting our exterminator mechanicals loose and...
This is how the conversation has gone for the last hour. Nope. Sorry, but this is the...
I could never get past her hair. No one having...
Celebs as big as Helen always seem to elicit strong binary opinion. What can... Well, he's being difficult, as you've known.
Don't tell me to...
Yes. I know what you must be thinking, but no. I'm not here to atomize. If I hear that question one more time, I swear... Much as we love giving the bureaucrats 29% of our profits, technically not. Instead, our company's opted for a non-official manager's agreement. Do I? Didn't realize that expecting my company to be... Regardless, we have a... The sentiment is nice, but Rizzo's doesn't just pay money. They're also literally our meal tickets. Unless you all... Yes.
Whew. After Emerald Vale, Amber Heights, and Bayside Terrace, I was expecting Purple Berry Orchards to be another...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the Grand Ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error that they were left by Ruth Bella.
You can tell a lot. Oh, shit. You're right. She turned here. She was...
Weather calls for a harvest, I do believe. Well,
oh God!
Sweet hello there, valued visitor. I am sure sorry to break it to you, but our orchards are closed to all officially...
I don't know what's wrong with...
Why, thank you! Rizzo, now with a puzzle head. What kind of investigation? Grisly stuff, that. I heard the poor gal got her brain... Someone hit her in the head. Real hard. But no Rizzo's employee would commit such an atrocity. Well, you are in... I thought she'd hired a... Can't imagine why she'd need to meet with... That's right. She was... Maybe it might have... All I... Can't say that I have. We use bad batches of liquor for our pesticides. Only the... And I haven't seen any bloody objects aside from the usual pair of gardening shears. Unless she wasn't, was she? Pollinization by killer mosquitoes, indeedy. It's cutting-edge Rizzo's technology. But don't you worry, valued visitor. Our pollinization cycles... When a pollinization cycle finishes or is aborted, all mosquitoes... Of course, the very last thing Rizzo's would want is a... So you'd best steer clear of it for safety. Yes, indeedy. I've got the wondrous honor of having just been promoted to third keeper of the grounds after the... Before my morning clogging last Sunday, I was but a lowly nanner. Now I'm responsible for... Heaven sweet, no. It's not like he was... And the groundkeeper before that one? Well, she wasn't missing at all. No mystery, and certainly no murder. Can't speak for others. I reckon you could talk to my supervisor. Of course.
I cannot. I can't look at his face before without thinking like Joker. Like I'm about to pull my
you
Batman.
Say that as if it's a bat. You won't find a. I am so glad you agree. At Rizzo's, we encourage, which means it is my pleasure to spend time with you, even when I am not being. And you know what never fails to bring a smile to.
Okay, I need to back. I need to. I need to back away. I need to back away.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Ugh.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Make him regret it. Smile, damn you!
This is the work of a Joker! I must put him down! Oh! Ew! Put him down! This is the only time when killing is allowed. It's when the Joker strikes. Otherwise, no killing. Seriously, the Joker gets even worse than Scarecrow when it comes to creepy shit.
The deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Not this. Not the dead body. You're a stupid machine.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon. Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector.
I'll put you away and talk to this guy known as Carter Reynolds. Wait, are you related to Ryan Reynolds? Who left a comment? That's alright. Like I said, this is like the second time I've actually played through the actual game.
What are you doing in here? Are you authorized to be in the conservatory?
There's Wang Li Chi-Chi.
Are you trying to give me a heart attack? Are you my ex-wife? No, she fell off the side of Eridanos under mysterious circumstances 6 years ago, conveniently rendering our marriage contract null. You must be the new groundskeeper? That can't be it either, seeing how the new one hasn't died yet. An inspector? Well, I don't think you'll find any evidence here. Bleeding hell. Indeed. Tromped in and out of the I heard she pushed her way into a tour of the RR&DD labs not soon after. She's just a serial actress. Well, she's not going anywhere ever again. I sit inside and I look at plants. Goal is usually... Example, tried breeding native Tripicale with... That one... You say angry. They come through the Well, yes, if there's an...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, you guys are fucking footprints again.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected.
Come on down! It was a Joker. Oh my god, he's working with poison ivy! I don't need no friends. He just needs his fist and guns. Because his Batman kills. Only in the video games.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh gee, I wonder if it's more fucking footprints.
You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as... Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Jason's extractor. You discovered my on two houses known as Halcyon Helen.
Take your best shot, asshole.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as...
There, Miss...
Bro was just chilling.
Bits of wicker detected, embedded within the chunks of dark matter. Wicker is not a known ingredient of the dark... The only members of a tossball team strong enough to crack a stick in two are the dedicated hackers, like Black Hole Birdie. Whatever Ms. Ruth Bellamy must have relayed to the tossball hacker during their picnic together instigated a furious increase in his usual strength.
Let's not jump to conclusions. There are drunk primals stomping around.
It's not wrong. I'm honestly not jumping to conclusions.
Don't mess with us.
What would Halcyon Helen be doing in an R&D lab? Testing out a new eye cream?
Half the time, I don't even know what the fuck we're doing at places. Woo! I'm good. Just checking my PlayStation controller battery. I got my phone plugged in with my PlayStation with my cord.
Hello? I can hear you out there. If you still possess the majority of your mental capacities, please locate the test room through the lobby and to the left. You'll see me through the glass.
Ah, through my lip.
How in the aether did you get in here? You're not a... What do you... You do know that Halcyon Helen is a fictional character portrayed... Regardless, I am not at liberty to divulge such... Of course, if you were to say, contract your services... You see, I've found myself in a bit of a pickle. And lose my life's work? You want me to just burn my lab and my entire future? We merely need to clean up...
At least call it what it is, lady.
Staff can be replaced, you know. Oh no. We're a research and development branch of Rizzo's, focused primarily on the Spectrum vodka line. Excellent. You have... Now, if you'd rather not kill my lab techs during this cleanup...
Better than cold.
The door to the lower labs is sealed for our safety.
Ooh, you hate to see it.
Yeah, like I said, that something like that kind of perk, no, or that flaw, no, I'm not getting that.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get through this without killing at least a couple people. This is the problem with being the protagonist. Mass murder is always an option.
Show you happiness! Who's laughing now?
Don't mess with us.
And this is legitimately why I hate clowns.
Well, color me sure. I never want another specter. ever get. Happiness!
Unauthorized access to confidential Rizzo's information is a capital offense.
Bitch, please. I've been doing that for, what, most of this game. I just gotta remember where the fuck to go.
Just who in the... Oh my law. It's you.
Well, shit. This case just got a bit more interesting.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Confirmation of discrepancy confirmed. This person is most definitely dead. But recently, they were still alive.
No shit, Sherlock.
Anyone else think there should...
Well,
There are lots of ways to kill someone without...
There are lots of ways, but at the same time...
Detected nearby. The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time, and of... Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
kind of think when the gum goes like that, you expect bullet holes.
It's not gonna... Oh, whoops. There it is. Okay. This is... This is Dr. Blossom. Iridanium gigaseous slug research report 1. Subject: a bunch of slugs. Ugh. These things may well be Rizzo's ticket to the top of the board. But at the end of the day, they still look like my brother would if he ever stopped wearing that damn toupee. Initially found these little bastards suckling on the hairy undersides of a teacup canid. Much like my brother, who works for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. The backstabber. Suffice it to say that these things are parasites. The canid didn't seem to mind, but it's almost as stupid as my research staff. Good stuff. Oh, whoops. Got some spectrum on the dissection subject. It's fine. Yeah, I think I see a...
Don't they realize this just makes us more curious about that data file?
Okay, this is...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
This is Dr. Blossom.
Body heat readings indicate that the culprit was...
This is... This is Dr. Blossom.
Oof. I'll give the viewers a few guesses of who the culprit might be. Or who the perpetrator was.
All personnel. Unscheduled pollination cycle is about to commence. Please evacuate the orchards at this time. Releasing the mosquitoes for pollination. Cycle is now in progress.
I don't know what a mosquito is. I don't particularly want them to be fun. Go down, Dago!
Gotta check them comments. Don't spoil it.
tool is comprised of 99% plastic, 0.5% steel, and 0.5% carbonated sugary beverage, trace amounts of kerosene, alcohol.
So, huh. Does that mean we can toss?
Is it stealing if nobody's there to witness it? Nah, Blazing Snake don't.
At the beginning.
Everyone all right?
I thought the mosquitoes were supposed to be gone.
Here they come.
That really bums me out.
Bro, I swear to God.
A sweetest hello to you again. Rizzo's done now with.
I'm sorry, man. I gotta put you out of your misery.
Just wanted to make you smile.
Oh God.
Oh, that? I call it my Don't you Gosh, couple of days. Ever since I really I don't know. Sometimes I wonder how it showed up.
Seriously though, that shit was. Ugh. Yeah, I think I could list that as another phobia of mine. Like that variation of mind control.
Prepare to be vaporized, unwanted pathogen.
Oh, sweet gibbering law. Where'd you come from? Sorry. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not what it... Looks can be deceiving. I seem to have wandered into the wrong premises. I have...
Both his legs? Could we leave him with one?
Wow. I am acting on behalf... I don't have a lot of time, but Mr. Birdie sent... You found the recording? Oh, well, that's... Will you meet me later? Please don't hurt me. The Pilot House complex.
When it comes to on-the-go cleanliness, Sam units murder.
I understand there was an incident at the... Fortunately, you managed to save most of the hive. The orchards can be a danger. Something about this incident troubles me. You have my... That's deeply... We have a murderer on the loose. Her commitment to her NDA was... I wish you'd give me a little more information. But if there's anything... Insisted. That's interesting. We'd scheduled a tour of the lab for Helen. Purely a public... Then again, Helen... A picnic? I don't... Thank you for... That's... Yes, I share you. This feels like... Did you This incident at the My apologies. When you're ready, I suggest a word with the hotel. Why was there a suspicious-looking map? I don't know why there was a mascot in your room. I most certainly did not. My policy toward Arid... In any case, let me apologize. Was there any...
There a workbench in here?
With house.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to... Rizzo's Spectrum Brown has not yet been released for consumption. This hypothesis is... correct. Bertie Black Hole Holcomb. Accessing the Grand Colonial Hotel is... This evidence has been recorded.
I'm gonna be pissed if I have to go to Groundbreaker to get to a workbench. Oh.
Sublight Underground takes care of its own.
Move along.
Move along. Move along. Mr. Ouch.
Pair of glasses. Can't imagine where you misplaced your old pair.
You know, I never imagined Spencer Woolrich would outlive...
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
Hey, you. Hey, you look like you need some stuff. Me? And as soon as I pay off my... So, it turns out... Who thinks... Let's see. There's docking without prior... Well, I'm sure they'll go... But say, maybe... You don't know how grateful I am for the morale improvement program. Changed my life.
I heard about what happened to Helen. If Rizzo's ran that hotel, we would have kept her safe.
Administrator Ludovico can seem intimidating, but he's...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Discrepancy detected. Rizzo's company policy clearly states that all proprietary mascots... Excellent observation and... Unusually small entry wounds indicate exotic weaponry. Closest approximations are 1. Yes, Inspector. The Needler, bespoke handgun carried and famously deployed by Halcyon Helen in Terror on Monarch. This weapon was This unit is incapable of providing ethical advice. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This empty bottle of spirits does not... Excellent deduction, Inspector. Ingredients include...
I'd have just broken it.
Yeah, to be honest, all that. I hate that kind of parasite that'll make you feel like you're drugged up or some shit and make you go nuts. The only time that I was alright with it was when it was like Futurama or something because it was kind of funny.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Yep.
Rizzo Spectre Vodka. Aftertaste of
Y'all need to get better security.
Inspector, good to... Welcome to...
I'm sorry, I'm tired of getting attacked by Joker like some psychos. Huh. Still good.
Trouble.
Hey, you! Been real busy.
If you had anything to do with Sublight, you'd have started.
Should have kept your nose where...
Their mistake.
I love it when people are attacking me. Now I'm acting in self-defense. So it's not no longer cold-blooded murder.
Time for a drink?
That's a lot of containers. Is this just a distribution center, or you think they're planning something?
Hey, you! I got something I need to speak with you about. Hey there. Word around the spaceport is that you can... I see. Well, this would have been easier with Hawthorne, but... I run an outfit for the moving of the... Thing is, I don't know where the cargo is right now. We've already attracted too much attention. Too risky to visit her myself.
Great to hear. First, you need to go meet the crew. Oh, yeah, right. We have a secret. Be seeing ya. Remember, Cassidy?
What do you want? How'd you know it was... Yeah, that make... I'm in no mood to sign on. Oh! Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. I've been trying to find who did this. But I'm stumped. And not very clever. Oh, so you're the inspector! You probably want to ask me some questions, huh? So... I was getting blotto with the rest of the Rangers. You know.
Looter, half shot, void lush. 1 bit down, 3 bits up.
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were split, the hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling. We ended up at the wilderness exploit. There was this one cow off away from the others. I don't know. We were drunk. And my memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up. I reckon not. See, I went to the weather. She'd asked me to get it. Sure did. Only there was a... She started yelling about how I was trespassing and... Long story short, ran like the Rangers were down by 3 and I just bronzed the toss ball. I didn't know where I was going, but I mean to... I don't want to tell... Shut...
Ever seen Terror? You remember that part when she narrowly escapes the clutches of the sun? They based it on me, Birdie. I'm...
They did? Is?
I think we ought to take Birdie here on a little... And her mil...
What? No, look, I talked to Oric, okay? Oric West. Hangs out... I feel like you want me to say... Don't get the wrong idea, okay? So now you have... Woke up the next...
Sure. Get yourself a bit of taro blood, whisk it in a bowl with an egg.
A shot of Spectrum mixed in a gigantic...
Oof. Anyway, either she was writing in code or... Okay, I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I get it. I'll head back to the Grand...
Somehow, I don't think the freelancers and sublight agents are staying at the...
Hey, pal. Oh, hey there. You're looking to... Maybe you're interested. The name's Oric. I know. Why? Well, I'm gonna let you... Alternatives. What do I... You got...
It's prob...
And if you're a... Wait. You ain't a sheriff. I'll be honest. All right, Yeah. Dan, he showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen, we talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him... Yeah, that was me. Birdie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He may or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted mantis or essence here, a little stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Then you throw in playing tossball for a living. Violence like... Come on. Birdie's a damn good hacker. But taking that many blows to... I worry about him. That's...
That vending machine discovered thing needs to... I wish they were still working on this game, because that's one of those things I wish that they'd do for this game is like... Damn, $2.89. But like, what I wish that they'd do for this game is like... Depending on how many vending machines there are, there would be like an EXP multiplier or something. Like if you get, for example, you get like 100 XP for finding a vending machine. You don't. I think it's just a random number, to be honest. But like, say for example, you get 100 XP for finding one vending machine. If you find 4 together, you should get 400 XP. Ugh. One thing to know about Blaze the Snake. He don't do heights. Needles, spiders, and heights. My 3 biggest fears. That's why if I ever actually do get big doing this shit, I'm probably not going to make it to conventions or whatnot, because I wouldn't be able to step up foot on a plane. I'll go somewhere in a car. I'll ride on a boat, but I refuse to step on a plane. And it's funny to me, because, like, people are like, you're less likely to crash on a plane than you are in a car. Well, I mean, true, but even so, the statistics of you dying on a plane crash are a hell of a lot higher than in a car crash.
We should try to solve the puzzle hedges in the orchards. The prizes.
What floor? Next up.
Like, oh, wait a minute. Now, granted, people die in car crashes a lot, and due to the, granted, yeah, car crashes happen more often than plane crashes. But at the same time...
Inspector? I'm pleased to hear that. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was no... Try not to feel too bad for him. Bertie is a brilliant athlete. The I don't understand what it was that Helen saw in Bertie. I'm not a heartless man, Inspector. Be plain with me. I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I'd hate to... I'd like you to continue your I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Birdie within the public eye than let him... If you're through investigating Birdie, I recommend looking into Cedric Kincannon. He's been entirely too
And like Rhino before, I also hate Chase a Goose. I really hope they don't ruin Peter Parker's face in the next Spider-Man game. If they do screw up his face, make sure that his symbiote suit is going to look cool as all hell. Like, whatever happens, if his face looks dumb as hell, he better have more swag than Bully Maguire ever did in the Spider-Man 3 movie. In the good Spider-Man 3 movie, not the Disney ones. I'm legitimately not going to lie. I actually do like the third the third Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie. I actually like better than the second Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie. In terms of video games, yes, Spider-Man 2 is the best one, but I don't like seeing depression in my in stories and whatnot.
You got an appointment? Appointment? Yeah. No. The boss can always use more. Mr. Kincannon, got an appointment here. Says they've got some kind of business proposition for you.
I could do it right now.
Please, send him up.
I could do it right now.
Why, if it isn't the... Here for... Another murder? Drunk raptidons? Black hole bird... Sounds as though you've already... Perhaps you have... In short, Slug has not sent anyone to... Now ask yourself this. Right, but I can't fathom who would bet... I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult your intelligence. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you. With that settled... Let's see. Torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. An excellent question. I'm not sure what happened to it from there. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of... It's as I said. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means. Why in the name of the architect? I'm considering a line of commemorative merchandise. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I've... Oh, Elliot stole from me, all right. Alas, you're right in that his was a singular isolated. Items are disappearing from Slug storage and... Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and... I'm not... That the theft began mere days before Helen's untimely... I'm not a man who believes in happenstance. Has it? I wonder how much of your luck has been... Regardless, this will be... You do recall, Inspector, that you'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse. No, And do feel free to search my office for clues while... Was there... The original incident? An excellent... Our combative relationship stems from paperwork, mundanely enough. Rizzo's contracted Sublight to construct the Eridanos. Had Lou wanted Rizzo's to retain full control of Eridanos, Lou's an administrator for... Still technically visible to the human. It was all perfectly legal, too. My power grab, as Lou called it, planted the seed of hatred. And Lou, obsessed with what should have been, has made sure to water it daily with... Alas, I can't. I am, first and foremost. Slug's control of Eridanos is a crucial step in my long-term plans for Sublight. The board... Because one day soon. Meanwhile, our dear administrator is still... He's grown increasingly desperate to catch Slug with our hand in the proverbial cookie jar as of late. I wish I could wink, but it always... Very well. A few. Helen was strangely... She said it was role research. But how much business... I also arranged to have Helen... Because... Besides, Helen, not unlike you. That is... Tell me, do you really believe... This murder is bigger than... Her actions in the time leading up to her death do not... Stay sharp, Inspector, because whoever did kill Helen... I might. Your point? Am I an official suspect, then? Be very careful, Inspector. I'd very much like to see you still around. What? Was it now? Now then.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This copy of TK contains 142. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for... Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order... Poor woolly cow impression. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down. Analysis in the area within a 0.5 meter radius. That is...
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
If I were the killer, I'd hide the body in one of those crates. No one would find it for years.
Timeline discrepancy detected. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmit. Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and... Due to the high level of foot traffic.
Boo. It's funny because I would probably be doing that. Ugh. Damn, it's only 11:37.
Hi there. Sorry about...
Now, I was only about to go over to here to look at this shit.
Wonder how many of these boxes fell off the back of the loader.
These fight nights go on then?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
500 riding on Dr. Billy taking it all.
You bet on a sprat named Dr. Billy? What's he a doctor of?
The biology of this sprat. This sprat has been in contact with an excellent point. The unique immunological subsystem found in sprats is advantageous in fending off.
Sprats are hardy little shits. Their immune system fights off pretty much everything.
A cursory analysis of this organism's anatomy, based on slug records of board-issued punitive sanctions against
I'm pretty happy working for Slug. Mr. Kincannon treats us with respect.
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon's... Gosh, this is so neat. A real life... Just... right. Maybe they're keen on cashing out and want to go as painfully as possible. I don't know. Boss Kincannon's office is where he holds most of his meetings with him. Just about all negotiations happen in his office, too. That's the weird part. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice? Who'd be desperate enough to want... Yeah, no one's dumb enough to think Spacer's... Then there's the most recent theft. $5. Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Best I can figure, it's probably... As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager. Nah, Benton... Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the... Brain dead, maybe. But no. Hopefully... Oh... Oh no, I forgot to delete all of those. Nah, I do have a list of cargo that...
Well, the sabers you could use for parts.
Inspector, this loading automechanicals the standard defensive protocol has been for Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or it's once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal. Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out. There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical.
Loading automechanical unit K4. How can this... Certainly. Ejected. Alert. Understood. This unit is programmed. The ejected data log contains instructions to move cargo shipment 6. It also contains instructions to move randomized cargo shipments outside. Apologies. Kill mode.
They're on us.
Nothing like a good tussle. You seen those workers by the orchards? Those smiles are gonna haunt my nightmares.
Mine too, brother.
Inspector. Ooh, I love this part. What? Hacking the automat. But why? Everything that was a cover-up. I see. I must say it. Then that just leaves how the... Okay, that's very... Am I right to think what you... She, Inspector. The bug belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon. Unbelievable. I helped her. This is a betrayal. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that... Halcyon Helen. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very... Indeed. Incidentally, feel free to stop by after you clear me. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt... Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect...
Fast travel in this game's bullshit. But I think what was it going? I think I was talking about hating no hope scenarios and whatnot.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Yeah, that whole bullshit about where people go, oh, there's no way we can win. There's nothing we can do. I hate that. I hate it. Attack on Titan, for example, they do it a lot in that. I don't know if they do it now because they probably got like 20 billion people on their side that can turn into Titans and whatnot. But the start of that show, like I watched a few episodes of it, and I'm like, okay, the theme's pretty cool, but goddamn, everybody's like, ugh. And other than Aaron Yeager himself, I didn't really care for anybody.
The brochure.
Like, oh, we're gonna get killed by the Titans.
Next stop.
Oh no, what are we gonna do even though we know how to kill them? I'm like, okay, if these things The damn things are like animals, pretty much. So it's like, like
Everything's so soft and silky and expensive.
This room ain't so bad. I could get used to this.
I call the big bed. Anyone wants to challenge me, we can play a hand.
Inspector? Close. Of course he's got an alibi. He runs sub... With that in mind, no motive. That's disappointing. Because, unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost... Are you confident you've finished? I tell... I beg your pardon. But you haven't in... I expect you... We're done. I'm a defensive inspector. You're If you have no... Wait, don't move a muscle. The distillery is under attack. Forget what I said. Damn it, someone's interfering with my...
Whoever the real killer is, I got a feeling they're going.
I guess, if we have to.
We should definitely go.
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your Sam unit...
Didn't expect to do this DLC so quickly.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Yep.
We're doing this. I just want to be your friend. We won't try that again.
Ugh. I hate the dips. I hate the dips like that.
Take out the trash.
This place is already making my eyes hurt.
Good news, customer. All germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Or a sword. Or your hands. And no, that wasn't meant to be dirty. I'm talking about like beating the shit out of a person with your bare fist.
It's you. I had a feeling you'd catch up to me sooner or later, Inspector.
What in...
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Coming from anyone else, I might have scoffed. But I've heard about you and your ship, Hawthorne. You're one of the few... She was much more... Halcyon Helen was never one person.
A twin? The only thing worse than being an only child has got it.
Malfunction. Comprehension module is imminent.
Glinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico...
Call me a murderer all you like, Inspector, but I'd do it again if it means...
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about
They're not parasites. These creatures are the symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host. A bliss so... Oh, don't you... A host only turns violent if they're carrying too many symbiotes, or if they see you as a threat. In its Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent...
No one The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye...
You're being
Don't try to deny it. Anywhere Belinda and I went, that mascot... Ludovico murdered my sister, Dr. Leora Blossom. Maria Keene, that flackwit of... I went through them. She was on Ludovico's side. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help. Maria had a duty to her company. Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a... Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was... You know what you need to do.
Don't listen to... Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you... Think of the future, Inspector.
Couldn't agree more.
We don't have a lot of time.
I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen... Goodbye, and...
Damn it. He sealed us in, but... Head through that door. There's another way out. There. I've opened that door for you. We may have put a stop to Ludovico's operations. This entire complex has been exposed to those parasites. Law only knows how many. If they're showing symptoms, it's probably already too late. Bound, and just like that, parasites bursting out of the... An airborne pesticide of some... See you soon.
Yeah, even Venom would be being like, yeah, these are parasites. Parasite? I don't care what Rotten Tomatoes said about those. I like the Venom movies. They're a lot better than the current Spider-Man movies. But then again, part of the problem with the superhero movies is that they're starting to get spammed out of control.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Granted, I think it's gonna be, because like it's like every other month you hear, oh, new Marvel movie coming out. Like, okay, they might not be in for a while, but at the same time, following the last Spider-Man movie, we had a Doctor Strange movie. We have a new Thor movie. Got Morbius, which that one I know is also more Sony than Marvel, doing their own little universe. But that's the thing, though, is that there's too many of them. In my own personal opinion, the Pokemon, Marvel movies, and Star Wars media, all three need to do one thing: take a long break.
It's strange. Belinda and I practically shared a life. Thank you, but no. I can't. We shut down Ludovico's distillation plant, but he's not gonna sit idly by. I stole this formula from Dr. Blossom, a failed prototype of Spectrum Brown. This is Halcyon. Everyone, we're going to need 2 ingredients. Cedric's warehouse in the Perea spaceport almost certainly carries a batch of Sprat. I'm glad one of us is an expert. Sprats have Dr. Blossom. You're a scientist, and I borrowed a centrifuge from the research. I'm glad I could. Once you're finished, head to the pilot house. I like the way you think. I know, Cedric. There's no. Best of luck. Mine's. All right. Belinda and I shared the role of Helen. But she was also the only person who knew the real. I could be myself around Belinda. And she could be. No. Belinda enjoyed the secrecy. She could slip into the role of Halcyon Helen. And then, when she grew tired of all the people and all, she was the secret twin. What I want is my sister back. Parents, naturally. An agent, a couple of directors. To them, Helen was a brand. Revealing our secret meant damaging that brand. Belinda and I saw Helen as an act of theatric sleight of hand. And if I hadn't underestimated Ludovico, you and I probably wouldn't. Should have been me in that ballroom. Never mind that. I'm glad
I think I'm gonna end it here because it's getting. It's 12 in the morning. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, so I'll continue this later on today. Because it's like 12 in the morning where I am, and I'm like, not at the point where I'm nodding off, but I'm getting there. Like, you know. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to Patreon. Peace. I'll see you later on in the morning.